Hi folks, and welcome to this weekly update of Azure news from myself, Sarah Lean. This episode was recorded on the 12th of January 2024. Now, despite it being January and typically the month where things don't really happen and we're all recovering from overindulging during the holiday season, there have been a few Azure announcements, so let's get into it. The first announcement is that the Azure Spring Apps Enterprise Plan can now benefit from the Azure Savings Plans for Compute. So all your Azure Spring app under any region and using the Enterprise Plan can enjoy significant cost savings. So there's about a 20% discount for a 1-year deal and an impressive 47% discount for 3 years compared to the pay-as-you-go model. So this is something to definitely investigate if you're using Azure Spring Apps and the Enterprise Plan and seeing where you can save your organisation some money. So moving on to storage, we've got zone redundant storage for Azure Disk Storage that's now generally available on Azure Premium SSDs and standard SSDs in the West, US 3 and Germany West Central regions. Now, disks with ZRS or zone redundant storage provide synchronous replication of data across 3 availability zones in a region, enabling disks to tolerate zonal failures without causing disruptions to your applications. So again, if you're using the West US 3 region and the Germany West Central regions, have a look at this new feature. Now, staying on the topic of storage, Azure Ultra Disk Storage is now available in the UK West and Poland Central regions. With the Azure Ultra Disk Storage, you get offered a higher throughput, high IOPS and consistent low latency disk storage for your Azure virtual machines. So again, another feature to have a look at if you're using the UK West and Poland Central regions. Now moving on to Azure load testing, you can now use secrets from Azure Key Vault to set up your load test. So if access to the Key Vault is restricted by a firewall or virtual networking, you can now access secrets from using a Key Vault by granting access to the Azure load testing as a trusted Azure service. So again, another new feature to look out there for in the Azure load testing service. Now, generally available, we have the ability to use customer managed keys for Azure NetApp Files volume encryption. Now, with this capability, you can increase security for your encryption keys by taking direct ownership of managing key rotation, access, permissions, and auditing tasks. You can encrypt and decrypt your data stored in the Azure NetApp Files using your own secured key for maximum control and management of key access. Now, this service is currently available in 38 Azure regions, such as the East US or UK South and UK West among those 38 regions. But for those regions that don't have it currently, it is being rolled out, so they should have it in due course. Now, everything I've mentioned today is generally available, so it should be available for you to be using in your production environments today. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and please don't forget to leave me a review, share this podcast, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening for future episodes, and I'll catch you all again soon.